Chelsea Handler was on Piers Morgan's program, and they had an uncomfortable moment. Take a look.
How do you spend your life when you're not working? What will your life here be this week? What will you do?
Well, I am working this week.
After this show, where do you go? What do you do?
Well, I have to come here and tolerate this nonsense, and then I have to go...
This nonsense is designed to flog your tawdry
I know.
book.
I'm going to go do a book signing at Target in Westwood, and then I go on the road every weekend and perform live stand-up comedy and do book signings, and, you know, that's it. I'm a workhorse. I'm a workaholic.
You tweet very amusingly.
I wish you did. I mean, in the middle of the commercial break, I want your viewers to know, I mean, they must know because they're probably following you on Twitter. I mean, you can't even pay attention for 60 seconds. You're a terrible interviewer.
Well, you just weren't keeping my attention. That's more an issue
that's
for you
not
than
my
me.
problem.
Well, it is your problem.
This is your show. You have to pay attention to the guests that you invited on your show.
If they're interesting enough.
Yeah, they are. Listen, it doesn't matter how interesting I am. You signed up for this job.
Of course it does.
Well, maybe that's why your job is coming to an end.
Wow.
That was a wonderfully awkward laugh at the end. Uncomfortable. So now, a couple of things about the story. I'm annoyed at how most of the people are reporting it like they weren't kidding around. Like, really, there's no mention that they were kidding around when they were. And if you read all that stuff in print, you're like, Jesus, that was vicious.
It sounds so harsh.
Right, and they don't put the laughter in there. So you watch the tape, and obviously they're kidding around, right? But the second part of it is, I hate those kind of jokes. I don't even like roasts. Like, you know how everybody loves the roast? Now Comedy Central has a roast for everything. Like, soon they'll be literally roasting chicken. Anyway, okay. Sorry, just came up with that on the spot. Okay, but like they're vicious to one another, and I don't enjoy it. Like, oh, ha, ha, and they get into it, man. I just watched like 20 minutes of one the other day when they were roasting, what's his face, James Franco, right? And no way they're not pissed at one another after that, right? Because they say like jokes that are totally real, low blows and they hurt because they're true, right? Like, and Sarah Silverman's there, and Aziz Ansari does a joke about how she hasn't freshened up her materials in 5 years. Sarah Silverman's like,
well, that's definitely true.
Okay, so like, I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable. And Chelsea Handler's jokes there, well, whatever, right? I didn't enjoy that. And look, I don't know if I'm randomly bitter at Chelsea Handler, right? Because we've talked about that in the past, but I don't find it funny.
I mean, I think that roasts can be done properly, right? So there are low blows that you can probably avoid taking. I love laughing at myself. So like every once in a while on the show, when
Oh, if we did a roast of you, you would hate it.
There are certain things that are off limits.
Okay, Okay, thank you. I rest my case.
But sometimes you make fun of me on the show, and I like it. I laugh at myself. I have a sense of humor.
You do. Okay. Sam, funny. Sam has a sense of humor. No, you do. But there are limits to it, and that's the thing about roasts, is that they go beyond the limits, right? And so the way Chelsea Handler handled that, and by the way, and so in the parts that she was only half kidding, like she was probably annoyed that Piers Morgan checked her phone during the break. Why? Are you like the Pope? We can't take our eyes off of you for a second? Okay, Miss Chelsea Handler. Wow, he checked a tweet during the break. Who cares?
By the way, I do that all the time.
Yeah, and who gives a shit? I don't know. Not a big fan of Chelsea Handler and not a big fan of that kind of comedy. But probably I'm in the minority, you know? A lot of people like her and a lot of people love the roast. Ha ha ha, you're a dirtbag, I got you.
I don't know. For the record, I'm totally indifferent on Chelsea Handler. Like, I don't care one way or another. But it was so obvious that exchange was not serious. She was not really angry. So the media is just looking for like some drama. Like,
yeah, and all the headlines were, Chelsea Handler tells Piers Morgan, no wonder you got canceled. Come on, dude. Have some integrity. I mean, bounds of reason. So, anyways, okay, but the final ruling is they're both not guilty.
Correct.
Okay, all right. Are we not, Merce?